Hi there everyone, just a quick video on solving simultaneous equations. Now this is not your normal typical solving simultaneous equations. We're going to do this by graphs, alright? So if you haven't done so already, please look at our drawing straight line graphs, because this is really what this is related to. We're going to try and solve two simultaneous equations. That's two equations and basically two graphs, so graphically, alright? So you need to plot both lines effectively. So if you've looked and you know how to plot two straight lines, then there should be no problem for you, should be a breeze. And if you're not quite sure, please, again, like I said, look at our video on drawing straight line graphs, and that will support you in terms of what you need to do here. All right, so we've got two equations of lines. So you've got y equals 2x minus 3, and you've got y equals minus x plus 3. And by plotting them, we're able to kind of solve them simultaneously. Now, when we're talking about solving them simultaneously, what that actually means is what value for x and what value for y works in both cases, all right? And that's the thing we're after. So if you're not quite sure what that means, is that when I put a value for x in here and I get an answer for y, I'm going to get exactly the same thing over here, all right? Exactly the same thing. So if I put an x value for that, I'm going to get the same y value for y for that. So I'm looking for what we're really after is the coordinate where those two lines cross. That's really what we're after when I'm talking about this. All right, I'll come back to that at the end, but that's what we need to do. So in order to plot them, when we looked at drawing straight line graphs, the good way of looking at it is a little table of values. All right, so we're going to keep this relatively small because we're not having an awful lot of space, but I'm going to put some values in for your 2x minus 3 first to get you some coordinates. All right, so let's keep it nice and easy. So 0, 1 and 2. Well, 0 times 2 is 0. Take away 3, that's going to give me minus 3. All right, put 1 in there. 2 times 1 is 2, take away 3, that's going to give me minus 1, and then 2 times 2 is 4, take away 3 is 1. Alright, so I've got three values. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. You can see those plotted, and hopefully you can see that that's going to be my line when I eventually draw it, alright, which is there. Alright, and again, thinking about what I said when I'm looking at drawing straight line graphs, is a continuous line that goes all the way through, from the bottom of the graph right to the top of the graph. Okay, so that's your first one. Repeat the process for minus x plus 3. A bit more awkward because of the minus, but let's pick the same values, 0, 1 and 2. Well, minus 0 is still 0, plus 3, that's going to give me 3. Minus 1, again I'm putting the x value of 1, plus 3, that's going to give me 2. And then minus 2, because I'm putting the x there, minus 2 plus 3 is going to give me minus 1. So I've got those values. Okay, so let's plot in those. So I've got 0, 3, which is going to be there, isn't it? 0, 3. That's the first one. Then 1, 2, which is going to be there. And then 2, 1, 2, 1 is going to be there. All right, and then you're going to draw the line. Well, hopefully you can clearly see there is a coordinate where these two lines cross. All right, and that is actually going to be your solution. Those coordinates there, you're going to be your x and y values. So reading them off the graph, your x value is 2, and your y value is 3, 2, 1. They are your two solutions. All right, so solution x equals 2 and y equals 1. All right, and if I was going to check that, then if I put the value of x into both of these two as 2, then I'm going to get the same answer. Now I can try that from the graphs, but I've kind of already done it here. Look, you've got 2, 1 there and 2, 1 there. All right, they're already there, and it doesn't always appear on your table quite as nice as that. But hopefully you can see you've got 2, 1 there and 2, 1 there. So that is a solution for both those two graphs where they have both attempts. They are solved simultaneously. All right, so that is what you've done by doing that. Okay, so that is solving simultaneous equations by graphs. You effectively plot the two graphs and then find where they cross and leave your answer in terms of x and y. Okay, if you need some practice on that, then please do visit maths-school.co.uk. The link is at the bottom, but that's it for me. Cheers.